Yo, what's going on, guys? So today is going to be a very cool day because I think I have something for everybody today. We're going to have something for the veteran player and we're going to have something for the beginner. And we all learn the same way, one step at a time. The ones of us who have been doing this longer just know what to expect. Usually there's someone coming from up here. That's just one of the new common openers. In my last montage, I showed you guys when I went up onto the ship and just grenaded the guy coming over across. That's a standard opener, so I'm now ready to cut it off. That's what I believe is the next step. As a beginner, you just want to learn these openers and try them yourself. After you're familiar with them, you can start doing counters. I think a lot of the things in this game are based on familiarity, being familiar with bunny hopping, just having a lot of experience with your weapons, your titans. Familiarity is a big part of this game, yet I still advise people to change it up every so often because I think there's a lot of things to learn, and this game's just hella fun. Yoink. There's a monarch right there. I was just messing with him though. I don't think he noticed that I dropped it again though. I think he just thinks I'm a dick. Oh, my bad. Touching back on familiarity though, if you know a Titan really well, you usually start to learn little tricks about it. Like I know for a fact with my Ion, I have to put up my vortex shield earlier than you think. Even when you see the animation, sometimes it's not early enough to catch a rocket. Some people don't even know that you just need to tilt the vortex shield in order to grab some of the fire stars people throw on you instead of wasting smoke. And I know a trick with North Star. I'm gonna show it to you. At one point I did this by accident and I'm like, no, this is actually really legit. And if they're not running nuke eject, it'll at least deny them their height. But if they are running nuke eject, they're more than likely gonna die unless they're running phase. And you don't even have to use a core, you can just use the normal thrusters. And you lose your Titan, but look at what you just did. I'm already looking forward to the next one. I already thought this guy was gonna eject. I was already going for the grapple eject. I think one of the big parts in this game is taking risks. That's what I do all the time. I take risks because it's fun. Don't hold back in this game. There is, again, a lot to be learned about this game if you take a lot of risks. The biggest risk with trying to get a rodeo is two things: opposing pilots or titans, and if they see you. If they don't see you and you have the perk, they're probably not going to notice it unless they're really onto this game. The sound, sometimes you get like a little bit of a feeling, but you're not always going to notice it. Right now I know he's waiting for me. I'm going to take that last shot, and right now, if he shoots below me, I'm already looking for it. See the bullets? I would have died. Why do I take risks? So it forces me to play better. And it's not always going to work out, but I think it's something that you guys should try. There's a guy behind me. We're going to light this up in case he decides to chase me. I originally wanted him, but that's fine. We're going to go with this guy now. And I favor nobody in this game. I think I'm probably one of the funnest people you can play against. Look at the health of my Titan. I don't care. None of that stuff matters to me. I'm just trying to make good moments. People who've gone up against me, you probably know that I never shoot out of an eject. Laser to finish it off. Yeah. Try out different guns. You'd be surprised by how good some things are. It's probably familiarity again. But if you're somebody who's very stuck on certain weapons and you never give anything else a chance, there's a chance you're probably never going to experience it at all. Even though it looks like we're going to be experiencing this game for another year at least. There was a recent job posting. I don't know what that really means. They were saying that maybe they're just looking to polish the games up based on the job descriptions. I honestly wouldn't put any thought into any of this. No thought at all. Honestly, I think it's just fluff. Speaking of fluff, maybe something a veteran or somebody new to the game would want to do is play the campaign. I have not finished it. I got 3 levels left. Regular or hard? First time through, let's try regular. What is this? They're going to catch me up on the story. Cooper's logbook. The IMC recently conducted weapons testing against the moon of Typhoon, shattering it. It's called a fold weapon. Alright, the one we saw, apparently it's portable. Small prototype, alright, maybe fits in a briefcase. They're going to use it as a large-scale version to target militia-controlled planets. They're shooting up planets? For the good side? Against the bad side? They have to get this intel to... Okay, let's go back a little bit. Let's replace the Moon of Typhoon with like Tatooine or something like that. Fold weapon with Death Star. Small prototype with small Death Star. Skip to the future. Go into the new Star Wars. Now we have a big one. And we have to get this intel to the Militia Commando. BT, you are my only hope. Seriously? That's just the plot to Star Wars, right? Press A to continue? No, I'm good. Let's just go back to regular Titanfall. That's no good for me. But that's a personal opinion. If you enjoy single player campaigns, I hear it's pretty good. It lets you play around with the mobility. That guy was brave, walking around with that health on that paper mache Titan. I could have just as easily meleeed him. The reason I do it with the flame shield is because I want to entertain you, plus it gives him a chance. I love this game for that because I can actually still have just as much fun by just changing up my pretty much my kits, my Titans, and I can go full throttle, but it's like I've lowered my MMR. And I want to make it just look nice. See, like I should have started shooting earlier, but it just looks nicer. This guy's cooking a grenade. Somebody was arguing on my channel about grenades being the easiest way to kill. So I'm like, no, the easiest way to kill is to literally just go ahead and just keep using your primary. Look how many times over I could have killed this guy right here if I didn't go in for a grenade. Like, I'll just count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have killed this guy like 6 times if I just used my primary. But I don't think that's the point. I use my primary more as a deterrent. I'm hoping maybe they don't know that I'm not really looking to kill them with it. I'm just trying to distract them long enough to like do some shenanigans. And I do it because I just think it's fun. We have such a small community. We don't really have a competitive scene. I just feel because you're gonna know most of the people you play against, why do you want to start alienating people? It's just not serious enough. At this point, we're just trying to keep the community alive. And I think the best way to do that is just to have fun with people. So my advice to veteran and new players alike is just have fun. But for the veterans, it's like, let everyone have fun. And it's so easy for you to pull back and still do well. That's the funny part about this game. And I think I'm living proof of that considering all the shenanigans. I don't actually alternate, like I don't use any hit scan weapons against somebody using a grenadier. If you played me, you've noticed it. I'll grenade you all day. But I try to put it onto an even playing field. And it doesn't matter if I'm losing that game, I hold up that code pretty much consistently because he's adding to the fun of that game. That's the thing. For all of you that just go around shooting people all the time or just like camping up in the back with a Spitfire, just know the only reason your position is so fun is because there's people like me on the other side that are willing to challenge that and to make this game fast-paced and keep it fun. So to all of you who like to do all that fun stuff, like throw on grenadiers every so often, like I don't mean every time, you know, but to all of you who like mixing it up, like I commend you. It's just so obvious. Like this Titan that has not moved out of that corner. It's like, yeah, I know you're still there. So we're gonna do this at some point. Anytime now. Stuff like this is what really gets me in Titanfall. You can hear him right now. He uses thrusters. So there's two swings that I really like. You guys have seen the corkscrew when I was just getting up to the wall in the beginning of this clip, and this is like the most natural swing there is, like the Tarzan swing. It has a nice arc. It just feels really nice. I can't see him. There he is. And he disappears again, but he's got to be somewhere close. You can grenade boost off your own grenades, but you also take a lot of damage, so it's I don't know if it's worth it, but it's definitely something worth exploring. And that's what you have to do. You have to explore the possibilities of your weapons, your Titans, and your mobility. Because there's still a lot of tricky stuff you can do in this game. There's also a lot of little glitches. I have to do that in a separate video. I've noticed more glitches with the grappling hook. Some I have problems reproducing, but I do notice that they happen. And some I can reproduce, so it's kind of nice. This clip has a little bit of everything because I think this is what Titanfall is. It's a lot of style. You can get a lot of really cool kills. It's a lot of teamwork. Let me drop a battery for my Monarch buddy behind me. And I'm not always an ass. Usually I try to share, and I'm not selective with who I share to either. If you get hardcore, you would usually want to share batteries with your better player. That's the reality. But in this game, just again, because of the way that I think the community is and what I'm trying to pretty much promote, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Was this guy trying to steal my kill? Probably. But he's a Monarch, so I can forgive that. I know how battery hungry these bastards are. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe had some food for thought. We have a few seconds left, so what are we going to do? Well, let's just see what Titanfall is all about. Yeah, because I think this pretty much is Titanfall in a nutshell. You know, I know this guy's a veteran because when I jump on him, he just stays still. If he would have moved, the dome would have been gone and I would have stolen his battery. Instead, I have to jump off and the Reaper kills me. So if you play Titanfall, you know this feeling. Splat.